Hi, this is a video for PRNM 3001 Assessment 1B, the e-poster and e-leaflet. So your poster should be A1 size, that's a normal size poster, include illustrative material, meaning writing and information, be clearly organized and well presented, and it should contain bullet points, some charts and some tables, and these will depend upon your topic for your complex mental health need. The information in the leaflet, which is 2 sides of the paper, should complement each other rather than contain the same information. What in discussions with other tutors who've done this before, the leaflet is there to help you do the critical bit. It's going to help you do the debating bit. It's going to help you point out the issues and problems of why your topic came about, how you intend to critically discuss how you're going to get your staff to change their behaviours, so that's the issues with leadership, how they're actually going to impact on service users and carers, and if appropriate, and if you have outside organisations, to include them too, and so forth. Thinking about it in your poster, it's an opportunity for you there, when it's to do with debating, maybe to have a set of ideas about what the core issues, references, legislation of your topic are, and then on another side of the poster or in another way for you then to identify the changes you're going to need to make, the leadership issues, how you're going to include service users, how you're going to measure this. Like any level 6 work, you're going to have to decide what references are included on the poster, because you're handing in a separate reference list. So it's your reference list which is going to contain most of your references. It should have a logical structure. So I gave an example before of how you might capture the debate using visual boxes. And basically, when the students and the staff are going to look at it, they should be able to understand what you're trying to get across without any verbal explanation, because you can't stand by your poster and explain it. Everything you need to get across has got to be able to be understood from simply looking at it. It's your reflection on the self-assessment, like the other assessment 1A, the presentation. It's your reflection about self-assessment which will capture your own development of your learning and teaching skills through the development of your poster. On your poster, it's the impact on service users, carers and families that might be easier to get the major points across, and then it's in your leaflet that you may be able to then do some secondary analysis, give some extra information that the students in the room can stand and the staff can look at your leaflet, and that will offer further explanation of your main points on the poster. Evaluating the effectiveness, I've suggested in the other 3 phases of learning documents. All that stuff can be transferred to the poster, but you're actually going to think about it quite differently, aren't you? Because the poster will essentially, like say if you've got 5 or a few more slides, the poster is going to have all these elements separately demonstrated on it. And in a way, once you've got your topic and once you've done that further learning, in a way, the leaflet is your opportunity we've discovered through discussion that will allow you to do that analysis and the critical debate. Measurements, you could have suggested charts about audit before and after. You could have visual diagrams explaining the process of leadership. And you could have a box with the associated policies and references. It's up to you. You really won't know until you go much, much further on. As I've suggested in phases 1, 2 and 3 documents, if you take a formulaic approach to this, what's going to go on your poster and how you're going to use your leaflets to debate and offer the critical analysis will only become clear to you later on. So, like the alternative like the alternative assessment document, your learning and how you're going to go about this will only become apparent to you as you move through the phases of developing your poster. The last thing I'm going to say is you really need to just get going on developing your themes and just get going on developing your addressing the primary learning outcomes. And once you do this through tutorials and through discussion and through asking me very specific questions and emails, you'll be able to see what the critical things you need to address on your poster are. Okay, so this is a video just to try and get you going, to try and maybe give you some ideas of how you may eventually lay out your poster. But this will develop over time, and it will develop as a result of specific questions, tutorials, and your own thinking, and all this will be captured in your in your assessment of your learning. Okay, good luck, ask me specific questions, and I will see you Monday for teaching and Monday afternoons for those who are doing tutorials.